In situation A, said that 78 volunteers at the food bank donated a total of 9,689 hours for the year. Each volunteer worked the same number of hours. So, how many hours did each volunteer donate to the food bank? This situation has some of the information, which is total number of hours that the volunteers worked. We also have the number of volunteers, and we are asked to get the number of hours that each volunteer worked. What do we need to do? As we learned before, we use division to find the number of groups or number of elements in a group. In this situation, we have 78 volunteers, and we will consider the number of groups. We want to know the number of hours each volunteer worked. So, we want to know how many elements are in a group. This means that we will use division in this situation. Let's move to situation B. The food bank can make one food box that can feed one person 3 meals per day for 2 weeks. How many total meals can one food box make? From the information we have in this problem, we understand that we are asked to get the total number of meals in one box. So, we will use multiplication to get the number of meals in 2 weeks. So, how many days do we have? Exactly 14. Days. There are 3 meals per day. So, we will multiply 14 by 3 to get 42 meals per box. Let's move to situation C. The food bank's top donor donated 1,250 tokens at each of 10 different fundraisers. So, how much money did the donor donate together? Will we use division or multiplication? In order to get the total number of donated shares, we will multiply the number of tokens by the number of fundraisers. So, we will multiply 1,250 multiplied by 10 and here we may use powers of 10 patterns. We will add only 1 0 to the number we have as we are multiply by 10. Let's see. So, if we have 1,250 multiplied by 10, what we're going to do here? So, we have 2 zeros here. We're going to put them outside. And 125 times 1 equals 125. So, the product is 12,500 shares. In the last situation D, with the 6,982 cans of food collected during the food bank's largest food drive, 93 meal boxes were created with the same number of cans in each box for the food bank to use the greatest number of cans. So, how many would be in each box? What do you think we should do here? So, we need the number of cans in a box. So, this means that we need to find the number of elements for each group, which is the meaning of division. So, we will use the division in this problem. After we have seen in each situation what information we have and what mathematical operation we will need to get what we asked we also determined the two situations in which we will use the division operation. Let's do the division and use the skills that we have learned in the standard algorithm to get what we asked for in the two situations. In the first situation, we will get how many hours each of 78 volunteers worked out of the total 9,689 hours. This means that we will divide 9,689 by 78. But before we get the actual quotient, I want you to estimate the answers. Let's see it. So 9,689 divided by 78 volunteers. But before doing this, let's estimate the answer. As estimating the answer helps us visualizing the answer and check our answers. I'll give you time to estimate the answer with any estimation strategy you prefer. And we will see how one of your friends estimated the answer when we get back.
تقدر تتابع كل دروسك على تطبيق مدرستنا بلس. مدرستنا، المستقبل يبدأ الآن.